unchained eternally. A final promise for you and me. Keeper's story, a silent tale of promises made that will not fail. A love that burns beyond the pale, a bitter truth, a final wail, a lonely heart, a burning sail. He walks alone in a land of gray. He sees the dawn of a new day, but knows he can't, and so he'll stay. He is the guardian, come what may. A lonely vigil, come what may. The burden of the keeper's heart, to live a lie, to live apart. A lonely soul from the very start. A final sacrifice, a work of art. A love that tears the soul apart. The keys he holds are made of rust. The truth he keeps is built on trust. He knows the end, he knows it must. He is the king. The sun goes down, the end is near. He faces fate without a fear. The final truth is shining clear. A lonely soul, a final tear. The keeper's burden is so severe. The burden of the keeper's heart, to live a lie, to live apart. A lonely soul from the very start. A final sacrifice, a work of art, a love that tears the soul apart. Upon his throne, a final breath, a quiet moan. The promises of what was shown, a life of steel, he lives alone. A king whose heart has turned to stone. The bells will toll. He sees the future in a scroll. He gave his heart, he gave his soul to hold the world, to be whole. A silent king who lost control. The final chapter starts to fade. The last great king, a price repaid. A silent promise, a solemn raid. The old world dies in smoke and life reborn, a heart forgot, a promise made, a final shot, a future sealed, a burning knot, a final breath, a fate began. He builds a life with steel and wire, a broken soul hero's journey in the past, a silent promise built to last. The future world is coming fast. The die is cast, the first stone cast. A future world, a fate we've cast. The path is dark, the road is long. A whispered tune, a broken song. A shadow waits where we belong. A future lost, a bitter wrong. A single tear, we sing along. The shadow of a hero's form against the rising of the storm. A broken promise no longer warm. A new beginning to conform. A new day's end, a final reform. The rising sun, a blood red hue. The old world dies, a life anew. A silent lie, a solemn cue. A hero's past, a broken view. The future world is waiting through. The gates are locked, the sun is high. A silent roar, a final cry. The world outside is passing by. I'm trapped inside beneath the sky. A hollow laugh, a solemn sigh. Longs for distant shores, behind these endless metal doors. A burning heart forever roars against the chains and iron floors. A mind that breaks and soars and soars. These walls of steel, this false existence, what I feel. I want to live a life that's real, a final cry, a last appeal. My soul is trapped, I cannot understand the burning will in this cursed land. The final battle close at hand. The chains are gone, the cage is broke. a silent vow, the words I spoke, the rising sun, a solemn token, a final dream, a heart unchoked by chains of doubt, the spirit's war. The sun descends, a golden fire, my journey's end, my soul's desire, to fly beyond the highest spire, to break the chains of what's transpired. trust now turn to rust, and so they must. The keepers rain a silent dust, a final battle just for us, a fading flame, a burning lust. The prophecy of fading light, the chosen one prepares to fight against the dark with all his might, to set things free and make things right in this final desperate night. He stands alone upon the peak, a silent prayer, the words he can't speak. The iron resolve are so unique, a final cry, the mountain will creak. The keeper's last stand for the meek. The seven gates begin to close, a bitter wind, a final throw, a sacrifice the future knows. The dying ember softly glows, a final end to all his foes. The prophecy is fulfilled now. He kept the truth, fulfilled his vow, a legacy he knows just how. The final page he turns right now, a final breath, a silent bow. He stands alone upon the peak, and forgotten might, a love that burned a tragic flight across the stars, a final fight. The lonely king with sorrow's weight, his destiny sealed by cruel fate. A promised land, a shattered gate. He waits alone, though it's too late to break the chains and change his state. Oh, eternal wondrous dream, a ghost in time, a lonely stream, a broken chord in a forgotten theme, where passion's fire is just a gleam, a final tear in a fading gleam. He built a castle in the air, but shadows rose from everywhere. A whispered lie, a bitter prayer, a love once bright beyond compare, now just an echo